Okay, so starting this video, just straight on, this is the Fakenbacker stuff. Got my wiring diagram from Pitbull Guitars. Okay, this is the one that was supposed to be with this. Actually, nothing came in the package, which was weird. I wish they had sent that in there. Anyway, downloaded this from the internet, and so I set everything up the way I wanted to set it. Set it up. So the green, I guess the resistors, or I'm not sure what these are, but I think they're resistors. Oh man, I don't know if you can hear me. Let me bring the microphone over here. Okay, I just lost something. Anyway, potentiometers, resistors. Take this tape off of here. I haven't done any soldering at all yet, not even a little bit. I want to check it out. I just want to make sure that you know what you're going to need to kind of get this done. This is the this is where you plug in the phono. I can't find actually phono here. Yeah, anyway, right here. So this is where you can plug into the amplifier, right? And then this is actually kind of a no-nonsense thing. It's really simple. It's actually very simple, and I think it's probably going to work pretty well. You can buy yourself a little bit nicer one if you're interested. It's just fairly thin, but I think it will work. Everything seems to be kind of a certain level of quality, which would maybe be like a, you know, not high end, but not the lowest end either. So, all right, so that's. It goes, and then so this is this. Sorry, so these directions are okay. Not always the easiest thing. So you're kind of trying to. I don't know if you can see this. I have no idea if you can see this stuff. If it's too bright, it might be just too bright. Hang on, let me just turn it down. Yeah, I mean you can pretty much figure out how things work. Actually, the opposite. Everything's kind of opposite here. Actually, it's not even like that at all. If you think about it, it's just these two connectors. So I guess it would be more like that. I don't even know if that's right. That's not even right either. See, yeah. See, nothing is kind of like you should be able to hold this up to here and be able to say, oh, I put this there and this there. But not, you know. And also, here's another thing. All right, so if this is going to be. But this is going to be what? This is the black. So this is the I guess they're considered the hot. Okay. So I've got this wired up, so that's the hot. Okay, that's fine. But you know, it should be all right. So what should be coming out of here then? It's not just the shield or the neutral, but so it's a little confusing. I mean, this is. Like it should. This is a black wire, yes, but this side of it is black, so this should be black, and then there should be a white. So it should be like a black and white inside of this, on the side of this. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. Maybe this is their ground. All right, so I guess earth. That's maybe a Australian thing. Earth wire to sleeve. So maybe we're just looking at different way to look at things. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I think this just could have been easier. I mean, this is, first of all, this switch isn't. Take a look. All right, so if this is the way it works, well, the three-way is not here, and it can't even fit there. Actually, officially can't fit there. You wouldn't put it down here. You wouldn't have your, you know, two volumes and two. You could set up any way you want to, I think, but I mean. Why don't you set it up the way it's supposed to be? Put the three-way switch up here, okay? And then let me set this up. But then also, it's flipped. It's flipped. So it's kind of hard. It's like when you're working on it, it's not like you're. It's almost like it'd be better if they just had this template here. Keep it on this side. Show this over here. Like how this goes, because when it comes down to it, you're going to be flipping it over, and that's not the way this diagram is set up. And maybe I just don't have the right diagram. But this is the only one that I could find that was the right one. So I've got this kind of logically set up over here, held together with tape. And I'm going to go through it one more time. So I've got my solder ready to go. I've got my, actually these are for the hip shot here, these longer screws, in case I have to change the the bridge. I got a couple extra screws, a couple of these things. I got some jeweler's screwdrivers. That's for, you know, for adjustments if I want to adjust things. I've got my really cool, funny, funky thing I've had for years. You know, my roach clips here, you know, so I can hold the wires when I'm soldering them. That's always fun. I like to be able to see. I got some crazy glasses on right now, which are like, you know, serious reading glasses. But I also sometimes, when I really want to see things in detail, I use the spyglass here. All right, magnifying glass. All right, so, but I love this thing. It's got, usually, I don't know what happened to this. My kids used to play with this, and they used to, I don't know what they used to do with it, but, you know, pretend it's a robot or something. But this one's gone. All right, so I'm pretty much set up to start soldering. Again, this is a little bit, it's a little whack, honestly. It's ridiculous. Put everything where they should be. That's what my suggestion would be. Make it simple so when you flip it over, it makes sense. Like, it should just literally be, this should be over here, how this would be set up, like I'm setting it up properly here. So as you're wiring it, you're kind of having to flip it over in your head. It's a pain in the ass. Then you take the little Fakenbacker here, and probably you gotta be able to work on it in a safe area, you know, somewhere you can put some pads down, not mess up the finish. And so I've got this pickup ready to go. I've already kind of, I can't remember all the names of these things. I used to do all this stuff every day. I used to be a bench tech years ago. I used to solder all day long. I'll probably look up those terms just for this next video when I'm soldering. But like I said, it's kind of a flip. You flip it over. My biggest problem is, since it's not split here like the Rickenbackers do, you know, when I solder this is going to be not much fun, because I got to put this wire through here. This is the Rickenbacker pickup, the bridge, not the bridge pickup, but the neck pickup. Put it down here. Now there's not really enough. There's not enough wire. There's really not enough wire. It's going to have to be the last thing I do. Will be to put this through, and then pull it over and carefully solder it. So it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, honestly. It's already pulling over here. It's ripping off the thing that I had. The ground is already ripped off. I have to redo that. So I think what I have to do, I have to solder all this stuff, make sure, and I want to do kind of this is my mock-up. This is why I didn't want to do it, actually. This is why I've been procrastinating. Because honestly, if you can afford $2,000 for a Rickenbacker, please go buy a Rickenbacker. Please, please, please. If you want to torture yourself with all this, and you don't even know what it's going to sound like. That's the funny thing. Like I told you before, the finish was difficult. I had to change out the bridge because it was garbage. This is a hip shot. I kept this pickup. Don't know what that's going to sound like. Something tells me it's going to be lots of buzz. I've got the Rickenbacker pickup I bought on the internet. I did buy an official Rickenbacker pick guard, but it didn't fit because this template is different than the actual 4003. Getting everything to look perfect was very difficult, since I don't have, you know, place to control the painting and control all the finish, and God knows if even this finish peeled off. I have to show you those pictures. Ridiculous. And then this finish may just eventually peel off too. And then there's even, you see here, the wood grain here is different than all the rest of them. It's like they kind of like, I mean, talk about going cheap. I mean, everything's dark and nice, and then they throw on this little piece of wood here, which isn't part of this. I guess they ran out, and they throw on the one that doesn't even, it's just different color. So I'm just going to, you know, this is just a project, you know. It's a project. So right now you're hearing the wiring diagrams are a little funky. In order to make this a Rickenbacker, or sounding like a Rickenbacker and playing like a Rickenbacker, you know, I've had to adjust it with a nice hip shot and the pickup. God knows what this is going to sound like. I think, like I said before, I'm going to do another video where I'm just going to try to get everything put in place, tape it in, put 2 strings on, or 1-2 strings on, and listen to it in its true mock-up. And if it doesn't work right, then I'll adjust what's wrong and fix it. So it's like, before I get, you know, lock it in with the solder, I'm going to actually just tape it in, okay?